Isabella Booth.
Wyatt Ratzler.
Alex Babcock.
Garen Killerman.
Mariana Ratzliff.
Brandon Fike.
Dana Bartels.
Alyssa Fawcett.
Kinsey Huber.
Taya Cunningham.
Maggie Malmberg.
Maddie Mathis. Layla Kern.
Sam Pruitt.
Megan Johnston. Alexis Chavez.
Tanner Cole.
Welcome back to the last episode of PTV this season. I'm Alex Eisenhagen.
And I'm Matt Blair. Mr. Strasburg's government class is learning how to get away with murder.
Well, not really. They're holding mock trials to see how the court system works.
Wyatt Ratzliff and Megan Townsend have more on the story.
Okay, so we'll call to order the case of Michael Bourne versus Eddie Jenkins.
Mr. Strasburg's government classes held a mock trial to learn more about the judicial system. Mr. Strasburg believes the hands-on project benefits the students.
This assignment is a mock trial. It allows the students to put themselves in a position of being a lawyer, a witness, so they know what it's like, firsthand to be involved in a court case and prepare for a court case.
I feel like I learned some pretty useful stuff from the trial.
In this assignment, what I want the students to learn is how to prepare for a court case, what it's like to be involved in a court case, how time-consuming it is. I also want them to learn what it's like to take part in a very important part of our government process. Being a part of the court case and having a trial by jury is something that's very important to our government system. So I wanted the students to be a part of that firsthand.
The things that we learned from this is like how difficult it can be to defend or try to prosecute someone in a trial, and how to make closing statements and opening statements, and just gave an overall overview of the whole court process.
I thought the students did very well with their assignments. There's some students in there that I believe may even have a future as a lawyer, so they did very well. They worked very hard on it. The entire process went very smooth, and they did a good job in the actual trial itself.
With a name like Justice, surely he's thought about being a lawyer.
And I'm not about that life. I'd probably be on the defense, or at least just have Kyle on my side, because he did a very good job at his cross-examinations and questions.
For PTV, this is Megan Townsend.
At the end of the school year, many classes do special projects.
En las clases de español, los estudiantes de Señor Hart están haciendo las piñatas.
Now for that report.
Mrs. Hart's Spanish 2 class works to complete their annual piñatas.
I do enjoy helping the students make the projects. This is something that even my Spanish 1 students look forward to. By taking Spanish 2 at the end of the year, they get to do the piñatas, and it's fun for them to come in and look and see what other classes have done. The significance of a piñata in the Hispanic culture, particularly the Mexican culture, is this is a symbol of like a fiesta. They usually fill them with candy, little trinkets, and break them open at parties, just as we've adopted in the American culture as well. We don't fill ours with candy. I just use this more as like a decoration type thing for the Spanish room.
We're making a leg lamp from A Christmas Story, and it's going along pretty well actually, because the way we started making it was that we had a pantyhose and we just started stuffing it with balloons and newspaper, and then we paper mache'd it, and then now we're putting the tissue and stuff on it, and it's looking pretty well.
For PTV, this is Alexis Chavez.
To reward students who have good grades and attendance, Student Council sponsored a trip to the Big Apple. Oriana has more.
Student Council President Lindsay Soliday brought back a fun idea from a Student Council trip she took over the summer.
When we went to Student Council camp this summer, they talked about different ideas. One of them was rewarding the students for their good achievements throughout the year. So that is why we decided to reward the students for their good academic standing at the end of the year.
It's a lot of fun. I mean, it's a good reward for getting good grades and not missing school and stuff.
Miss Miller explains the requirements for the reward trip.
This trip was to reward the kids who made the necessary criteria for the first 9 weeks of the school year. It was a a platform that Lindsay and Mindy had put together last year when they took over as president and vice president of student council. So kids that had a 3.5 GPA or higher for the first semester and third 9 weeks, those that did not have any unexcused absences, those that did not exceed the tardy limit for any class, and they also had no disciplinary points, were rewarded with a little trip to Kearney. We went to the Big Apple, in which the student council paid for 2 hours of unlimited bowling, plus a game of laser tag for the kids. I hope the kids enjoyed it. I think it was a good time, and hopefully it will convince them and others to do the same next year, to reward them for their excellence in the classroom.
For PTV, this is Oriana Ratzlaff.
No one likes going to the hospital, unless, of course, it's on a field trip. The Phillipsburg elementary students followed the Yellow Brick Road and took a fun tour of the hospital. Here's more on that story.
The first graders had the opportunity to learn more about Phillips County health systems.
Well, we planned a wonderful day, and it was the Wizard of Oz theme for the first grade class from Phillipsburg. And we just have the teachers come bring out their students so that we can give them a tour of the hospital and the clinic and the rehab department.
Starting off the tour, EMT Cassie DeWitt showed the students the inside of an ambulance.
What is that shiny?
That is suction.
We just like to let them know a little bit of what we do, let them meet the doctors, so that way they're not afraid of them as well.
In the emergency room, the Tin Man taught students common procedures.
Now, sometimes when you're at the hospital, things that are scary are needles and getting IVs put in. So we're going to talk about that a little bit, okay? Ooh, what made it good?
Washing.
Washing.
Students followed the Yellow Brick Road to the radiology department.
Space here? Yeah. That's your inner ear.
At the next stop, the students learned how to have courage.
But it's our lion's blood for today.
Continuing on to the clinic, Jackson Dunlap shared his experience.
We are learning about different things in the clinic.
Look at all the tiny bones in the wrist. And the tiny bones in the feet. There's your kneecap. These are exercise bands. They're stretchy.
There's a lot of work. We have to get enough people that to participate in it, to do the costumes, to want to dress up and be goofy for a day. It's kind of a good de-stressor for the staff, because a lot of what we do here is always very serious. So it's really exciting to have these first graders come in and kind of lighten the place up a little bit. Amy does an excellent job of getting that all prepared. The balloon from the tornado, from the house, the witch, over here to the Emerald City. And part of it is so that our first graders or our young children feel comfortable.
For PTV, this is Maddie Mathis and Maggie Malmberg.
So how'd that concert thing go?
Oh, you mean the spring music concert? Well, let's find out. Alyssa Fawcett has more on the story.
On April 28th, the final vocal and band concert was held at the Huck Boyd.
The concert was in two portions tonight. We had the vocal part of the concert, and then we had the band concert, and the vocal people led it off, and I thought the concert went really well. I guess I really enjoyed when the girls sang "You Are My Sunshine." It was an a cappella number, which means it was a piece without accompaniment. It was just their voices alone. And to do that kind of music, it takes a certain degree of ear training and listening and coming together, because you have no other support other than your own voice. So just see the girls bring that piece together and do it so well was just really encouraging, because that takes a lot of hard work, a lot of practice and dedication to make something like that happen. So I think I really liked that moment in the concert.
Mr. Roth added a special surprise.
Mr. Bowman will be our special guest conductor tonight for this song. Please welcome Mr. Bowman.
Several students also performed solos during the concert.
Every year, Mr. Schick gives students the opportunity to have solos in the jazz music. in different numbers. And I had a solo in the A train.
I had a solo at music contest, trap set solo. We usually do an percussion ensemble every year to take to contest, and after contest we usually perform it in our concerts.
Having tonight being our final performance for Amendment and for band, it's bittersweet for me. I enjoy music a lot. I have enjoyed Mr. Roth and Mr. Schick and all that they've taught me this year, and then Mr. Schick in the past years, and yeah, I'm gonna miss it. I am.
For PTV, this is Alyssa Fawcett.
Mrs. Sides and the journalism staff represented PHS well at the state contest. Isabella has more.
When it comes to state journalism, it isn't just a contest. It's a fun trip with staff members to celebrate another successful year of publications.
The bus ride was long, but it was all right because I just slept most of the way.
I actually enjoyed the bus ride down here. It wasn't that bad.
The bus ride down here is pretty long, but there's like this new app called Dub Smash, and it's like you make videos to different sounds and stuff, and we made like 100 of those on the way down here, so it was pretty fun. We entertained ourselves pretty well.
The group delighted their senses by visiting the Russell Stover Chocolate Factory.
I was actually really happy about the Russell Stover's factory thing because I got my mom her Mother's Day present.
I really liked it. I tried a cookie dough chocolate bar. It was really good.
Oh, that was great. So much chocolate everywhere, and I got some really nice ice cream.
Students bounced into a fun time at the Sky Zone in Kansas City.
Sky Zone was fun. Dodgeball's fun.
I think I like the foam pit the best. You could jump as high as you wanted or do flips. I didn't do any flips though. That's not me.
Mass Street in Lawrence showcased interesting people and shops.
Mass Street was a lot of fun. There's like lots of different shops you can go to, and there's like shopping stores for clothes, and there's a lot of food places and bookstores, and it's a lot of fun to go to because you get to see like all these sorts of different things. And I actually met like a saxophone player that like is having like CDs and stuff coming out, and he was a really good saxophone player.
And when it came to the competition, the team placed 3rd overall. For PTV, this is Isabella Futh.
Now it's time for our last sports report.
Here's a look on how our track and golf teams are doing.
The PHS golf team teed off at the Mel Schrimmer Invitational on Monday. Senior Jaron Kellerman was Phillipsburg's highest individual placer with a 3rd place finish.
I shot a 76, so that's pretty good. Hit my shots well and putted well. And I'm looking forward to winning regionals and going on to state.
JC Kellerman was the next highest placer at 16th.
We expect Jaron Kellerman and Lucas to play well. They've been varsity players since their sophomore years, and I think maybe even their freshman year.
Coach Sides predicts it correctly as Lucas Jacobs and Jaron Kellerman placed 3rd in the 2-man competition. The 4-man team consisting of Cameron Tweedy, Blake Burbis, JC Kellerman, and Seth Jacobs also placed 3rd.
I'm really looking forward to the rest of the season.
We've won 10 straight league championships, and I don't know how many total. There was years before that we've won league championships, but we've also been to state I think at least 10 times in a row, so we're hoping to do that again.
For PTV, this is Kinsey Hoover.
The Phillipsburg track team competed at home on April 24th. With a throw of 46.6½, Lucas Jacobs placed 2nd in shot put. Brittany Grodoff, who placed 6th in discus, also competed in the shot put. After taking 1st in the long jump, senior Sam Sage placed 5th in the 110-meter hurdles. With a time of 13.5, Sadie Rodriguez finished 4th in the 100. And just before the rain started and the meet was canceled, Stuart Linneman added another medal to his collection with a 1st place in the 100 with a time of 11 seconds flat. Last week, the team traveled to Russell for another meet. Sam Sage fought off the competition in the 110-meter hurdles to win 1st. Sadie Rodriguez placed 4th and Caitlin Swanson placed 6th in the 100-meter dash. And guess what? Stuart Linneman won the 100-meter dash again. In the 1600-meter run, senior Mindy Gower took third. She also placed fifth in the javelin. The 4x100-meter team of Rodriguez, Bartels, Wells, and Swanson placed second with a time of 52:12. Rodriguez also placed second in the 200. Both the boys and girls teams placed seventh. For PTV, this is Oriana Ratzlaff.
The PHS Athletic Department and Booster Club held the annual athletic banquet to honor this year's athletes.
With the school year drawing to a close, athletes are awarded with the awards offered at the athletic banquet. The Mel Schremer Golf Award went to Jaron Kellerman. The Outstanding Track Team Member Awards went to Brittany Grodoff and Sam Sage. The Sportsmanship Awards went to Colette Keaton and Lucas Jacobs. Jacobs also received many other awards.
I felt that I deserved some of those awards, but didn't know for sure if I would get them. I got the Sportsmanship Award and the award for lettering in all three sports, all 4 years of high school, and the Paul Gardner Lyman Award.
The athletic banquet was an exciting night for Lucas and his family.
I was ecstatic when I found out. My parents were very proud.
I was very proud of the boy. I know he's worked hard for the last 4 years in high school to get to that point. He's a very driven kid. He does not like second place in anything, and me and his mother were very proud of him.
Corey Jacobs was especially proud of Lucas getting the Sportsmanship Award.
When there's other people involved and it's actually a voted on award, it seems like it means a lot more.
For PTV, this is Tanner Cole.
After 4 years, the seniors' hard work and dedication is finally paying off. Layla gives us a report on the Senior Awards Assembly.
As the school year wrapped up, it was also time for the annual awards ceremony. Journalism, forensics, art, and PTV students were recognized for their accomplishments. Several scholarships and other awards were also presented to seniors.
This year's Dale M. Dennis Excellence in Education Award goes to Colette Keaton.
Senior Lindsay Soliday won several awards.
I won the Citizenship Award, the Logan's Legacy Award, and several other scholarships. I was excited to win the Logan's Legacy Award. Grades do matter a lot. It's better to try in school and get good grades. That way you can be awarded scholarships your senior year.
Senior Wyatt Ratzlaff saw his efforts pay off by getting several scholarships.
Some of the awards that I got were the Alumni Scholarship, the Mel Schremer Scholarship. I feel pretty good about winning these awards because I didn't think I was going to get that much, but it was a nice relief that I did. These awards are important to me because they help further my education and take me to where I want to be later on down the road and help me have a better future.
Brittany Grodoff was one of 2 students to receive the Kiwanis Club Scholarship.
I felt pretty honored to have been chosen for this. There was a lot of stiff competition in our class, and it just felt really good to finally be chosen for something. When your parents or any staff or faculty say, do some community service or do something that makes you stand out in your class or in the community, do it. It sounds boring and sometimes silly, but it's not, and the feeling that you get after you do it is actually overwhelming and good.
For PTV, this is Layla Krim.
On Sunday, May 10th, it was time for us to move our tassels
and move on to bigger and better things. Here's a recap of the graduation ceremony.
On May 10th, the seniors gathered one last time for the 2015 commencement ceremony. A variety of emotions were shared by graduates.
It's nice to finally be done with high school. Planning for graduation was very stressful, so I'm glad that it's over with.
Well, it's super exciting, but it's also terrifying, and it's just kind of every single emotion at the same time.
It felt great to finally be graduated because school was really stressful and whatnot, but...
Can you believe it? Most graduates plan on going to college in the fall.
After graduation, I plan on attending Kansas State University in Manhattan and major in accounting.
After high school, I plan on going to KU and studying either anthropology or pharmacy.
Well, I'm planning on going to Sterling College and studying art and video production. And I think it'd be super fun, if that's what God wants, to go into make album art in the Christian music industry.
Looking back on their high school experience, graduates remember the good times.
The best thing that happened to me during my high school years was just all the times that I got to hang out with friends and family. It just created a lot of memories that I can cherish forever.
My favorite thing about high school is hanging out with my friends and making new memories and learning all the stuff that I learned and meeting new people.
We present to you the class of 2015.
Reporting for PTV, this is Taya Cunningham.
As a final tribute to our seniors, we made a music video to say farewell.
Seniors, time to go, walk out the door, tally ho. This one for our classmates, not lunch plates. 2015, styling, wildin', studying up in the classroom. Time moves on, gotta get going, gotta say bye to this school. We all done, oh yes, done algebra, geometry. We all done, oh yes, no more writing the long essays. We all done, oh yes. Sorry Lynn, I don't need a pass. We all done, oh yes. Filling out in the parking lot, break it down. Teach hit your hallelujah. Woo! Teach hit your hallelujah. Woo! Teach hit your hallelujah. Woo! Senior class is gonna leave. Cause senior class is gonna leave. Cause senior class is gonna leave. It's 2015 and we got to go. Don't believe me, just watch. Don't believe me, just watch. Don't believe me, just watch.
Don't believe me, just watch. Don't believe me, just watch. Don't believe me, just watch.
Hey, 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 oh, stop. Wait a minute. Got my cap with a tassel on it. Take a pic and post it. Instagram it. Time to just party, celebrate, hang out, be crazy. Walk across the stage, turn another page. Enjoy some and be lazy. We all done, oh yes. Done algebra, geometry. We all done, oh yes. We're writing the long essays. We all done, oh yes. Sorry then, I don't need a pass. We all done, oh yes. Feeling out in the parking lot, break it down. Teach it your hallelujah. Woo! Teach it your hallelujah. Woo! Teach it your hallelujah. Woo! We doggy! Cause senior class is gonna leave. Cause senior class is gonna leave. Cause senior class is gonna leave. It's 2015 and we got to go. Don't believe me, just watch. Don't believe me, just watch. Don't believe me, just watch.
Don't believe me, just watch. Don't believe me, just watch. Don't believe me, just watch.
Hey, 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 ho. Before we leave, let me tell you a little something. Goodbye, PHS. Goodbye, PHS. Goodbye, PHS. Goodbye, PHS. Say goodbye, PHS. Goodbye, PHS. Goodbye, PHS. Goodbye, PHS. Come on, dance, jump on it. We grads and gonna flown it. Diploma 9, now own it. Gonna brag about it, don't stop me. Come on, dance, jump on it. We grads and gonna flown it. It's 2015 and we gotta go. Don't believe me, just watch. Don't believe me, just watch. Don't believe me, just watch.
Don't believe me, just watch. Don't believe me, just watch. Don't believe me, just watch.
Hey, 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 ho. Goodbye, PHS. 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 appreciation.
Signing off for our final episode of PTV, I'm Alex Eisenhagen.
And I'm Matt Blair.
Have a great summer. Stay classy, Phillipsburg High.